Hello and welcome to episode 15. Yes, episode 15 of Gridiron Entertainment, the official podcast where we talk about football and football only. I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
And today we actually have more news to talk about. Last week we didn't have much, but we have a lot. And let's start with breaking news out of Athens. George Pickens is done for the year. He tore his ACL.
Well, actually, it's not confirmed done for the year. You can still come back.
I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, so if you tear it in March, you got 8 to 12 months to come back. So what is that?
The good news is he only tore his ACL. He didn't tear his MCL or whatever.
I know, but it's still
going to take that long.
Still going to take like half a year, man. That's a long time.
He'll still come back. I still think he's going to come back in the middle of the season.
Like what? You think like in October?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's very good because he's a top prospect if he does leave for the draft.
But if he's done for the season, that's I don't think he's ever going to come back. I think he's going to declare. I think he's a 3 and done type of player.
Well, I mean, would you not come back and contend for like a natty if you could?
Nah, I go to the NFL.
No, bro, you go contend for that natty. You go win.
Bro, no. He's already a top wide receiver prospect. He's people literally said he was a wide receiver prospect since he was in high school. So why would you stay again? I don't get it. And JT Daniels is gonna leave.
No. I'm not saying he stays for another year. I'm saying if he does come back from this injury this season, that he runs the table. And if they
yeah.
I'm not talking about
senior.
No. I wouldn't, bro. If he balls out and he has over 1,000 or close to that, and he has a killer season, yeah, I would declare too. But I'm saying if he doesn't, right? And let's say he's actually really done for the season, then that means pretty much he would have to take a medical red shirt, or he can come back the next season because he has that option as well. Because I don't think he's going to go declare after tearing his ACL in his junior year.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would happen, but
yeah, I thought you said for a senior year. I was like,
no, I would never. No. If he has a killer year his junior year, you go declare. You don't hold back. That's an understatement. I don't understand why players, when it's their third year and they have a killer season, they come back for their senior year. It's like Matt Barkley, right? So he had a great junior year, comes back as senior. He was supposed to be a first round pick.
Yeah.
Bona fide first round pick. Second, then he decides to stay for senior year, boom, drops the fourth round.
Then he got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, if he left, oh my God, it would be so different. He'd actually be in the league.
He'd be in the league. But we don't know how long he would be in the league for. I mean, he's still in the league, as a starter. I mean, not as
backup, he was good though, in his junior year.
Oh yeah, he was great. I don't know why he didn't declare. So if George Pickens has a great year, right, you leave. But now Georgia's first month of the season, I remember we did our Georgia predictions. I don't think they have too much of a stretch.
They have Clemson.
I think that's the only game they might lose. I mean, we said that they would lose that game regardless. So even if he was healthy, I still think that they would lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But dude, JT Daniels not his best weapon.
I know. So now Georgia, the other wide receivers have to pick up the slack, and they got to help JT out because, if you don't have George Pickens, he's going to be next man up. Like you always say, next man up.
Yeah, but good news, he didn't tear his MCL or he didn't do any other damage. Because if he did other damage, he probably would be out for the rest of the season.
If he's out until after the Auburn game, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
So if George Pickens is out for when do we play them? Week 6, or something like that. We play them in October. That's all I know. If we don't see him in October, I'll be okay with it. You can come back anytime after that.
Do you miss when Auburn played Georgia in November?
No, I think it's better for us to not play Georgia and Alabama back to back. Well, not back to back, but you know what I'm saying.
In the same month.
Yeah, in the same month, in the span of 2 weeks. I'm okay with us playing them early. I don't have a problem with it. And this is what we've always wanted anyway. So yeah. Let's talk about Ed Orgeron for a bit. So new news leaked today that he lied amid Derrius Guice's LSU misconduct. A Mercedes-Benz Superdome security worker, Gloria Scott, alleged Friday that LSU head football coach Ed Orgeron lied when asked about whether he spoke directly to Scott about her sexual misconduct allegation against former LSU running back Derrius Guice. Now, we know that he was also in the NFL. He got in a lot of trouble when he was with Washington. and he
Is he still
actually
like in jail or like is
he
he
turned. I think he's still in jail. He turned himself in. I think he's probably doing like probation, maybe. But he's never gonna get a job again in the NFL. Like that's for sure. Like I don't think he's ever gonna come back. But
yeah.
Mo, what do you think about the Ed Orgeron lying? Do you think there's gonna be any punishment to him in the next coming days or weeks or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, if it like turns out to be true or if he like admits it. But like I don't think it's gonna be like serious like consequences.
Do you think it'll be like maybe suspension from head coaching for like 3 games or something like that?
Yeah, maybe or like a fine.
Yeah, I would give a suspension. I think like a 2-3 game suspension. That's probably what he's gonna get. He's not gonna get any more than 3 max. But yeah, like I mean, Derrius Guice, it started like we saw the story about him. You know, we knew that this went all the way back to when he was at LSU, even in high school. I don't know if you remember that Flumlo Raps video about Derrius Guice. I don't know if you watched it or not.
Wait, you got in trouble in high school?
Yeah. He's always been like a troublemaker and stuff.
Dang.
So
What
if
did he
you,
do in high school?
I mean, he didn't really get into so much trouble, but he did have like, he got mad really. He had anger issues pretty much.
Oh, dang.
But the sexual misconduct stuff, like that happened from LSU days, man. That happened all the way from back when he was at LSU. Like I'm surprised they kept it. I mean, I'm not surprised that they kept it hidden because they did report it. I don't know if you remember, but they did repeat like when the story came out about a year ago, 2 years ago, they did go to the police and say, hey, you know, he's doing this stuff, and I don't think the police did anything about
Dang,
it.
that was already a year ago.
The story came out, but he's been at LSU. I'm talking about when he was at LSU.
No, but when did like he get like arrested? When was that?
He got
That's
arrested.
like at the beginning of this before the season started, right?
Yeah, it was before the season started. It was about a year ago. Yeah, it was during COVID, so I would remember that.
Yeah, I remember when that came out. I was like shocked.
Yeah. And you know, he was supposed to be like a good running back. You know, he showed flashes in Washington, like when he wasn't hurt, obviously. So he
I mean,
was.
they got Antonio Gibson. So
Yeah, he's good too. You know, he's a good alternative. But yeah, Derrius Guice, like I mean, he just had so much potential, and you know, he did all this, and now pretty much he's done. He's never gonna go back to the league like ever again. I really don't know if he'll ever play football again, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens with Ed Orgeron. I can see a suspension happening for him.
we've seen like players who went to jail and they come back, but like it's like rare, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard. You have to file for reinstatement. You know, like, but it's just gonna be difficult because of, you know, they take their sexual misconduct, like they take the sexual abuse stuff very seriously in the NFL. Like I know the first attempt, if you do it, is like a suspension for 8 games. And if you do it again, you're pretty much barred from the league. You can never come back.
Yeah.
So it'll be hard for him. But yeah, for this story to come out now, I mean, just like the Les Miles story, I'm not surprised. But yeah, LSU getting in all kinds of trouble, man. Like it's been crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, they won the Natty and then like just get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, they just kept these behind the scenes, but we hope it doesn't happen anytime soon ever again, because that's a really bad thing to read about, to be honest with you. So
yeah.
So let's talk about some Auburn football for a bit. So we had there was a few scrimmages. I know we were talking about this off camera. You told me that the offensive line did cause a lot of penalties. The defense did have the upper hand, and it just
I
shows
heard like
that,
the defense played really good.
Yeah. So the offensive line, like this is still the same thing. Like I'm kind of worried about this going into, you know, the 2021 season, because I know we're gonna have problems there still. Like it's not gonna be already like the offensive line will be fixed. Like I think our offensive line is still gonna cause us problems and cost us games regardless. But like I guess what we can take away from this is it's still early, and they could fix those mistakes and those penalties they cause. So Mo, I just want to get your thoughts. Like what else did you hear out of Auburn spring practice, like that caught your eye?
There's like one video of like Demetrius Davis. He threw like a really good pass. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see it. It's pretty nice,
dude. Like I didn't like I knew it was true, but like, dude, if you look at him like standing up, he's so small. He looks like Kyler Murray, honestly.
How tall is he? What did it say on
He's
Rival?
like 5'10".
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's small.
And Wow, he's 5'10". I thought he would be like 6 foot.
No, I mean he could grow to 6 foot.
Yeah, it's still possible. It's still
But like
possible.
he reminds me of Kyler Murray. Like he looks just like Kyler Murray in size.
Yeah. So I will say though, from the Auburn, like what I'm reading out of camp is that they're really relying on Tank Bigsby a lot. They're leaning on him a lot, and I think he's gonna be like leaned on a lot in the 2021 season. But like, do you
Yeah.
see any other players stepping up like in Auburn practice? I know that we have this one wide receiver, right? And he's been a consistent player.
Javarius Johnson.
Yeah, I heard he's been very consistent in practice, which is good. I mean, I hope that, all these weapons that Gus has kind of suppressed, that these guys end up being monsters, because he did suppress a lot of players. Like he did keep them from being great. So hopefully Brian Harsin can bring out their greatness. And we hope for a good season, man, at Auburn. Like I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm reading. Everything's looking really good.
I mean,
so
yeah,
far.
my main like concern is Bo Nix.
Yeah, me too. That and the offensive line, man. Like
Yeah,
really that's pretty much it. I think maybe the pass rush, but I think that will be improved.
Here's the like if those two, like if Bo Nix and the offensive line could play like good, then we're gonna be a good team.
Oh yeah, I know. We have the talent, man. I mean, don't think that we don't have talent just because we lost to Gus. We still have a lot of talent. Like Gus recruited some good players. It's just he didn't really utilize them to their potential. So
yeah.
I really do hope Brian Harsin can do that. I like what I'm reading. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, the offensive line stuff, that's been a problem for us for the past, like 3 years? Like 4 years? Yeah. So.
I mean, the last thing I remember, like the last time we had a good O-line was 2017.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then that was a good season.
It was a good season.
And then 2018, that was, oh my God, that O-line.
Don't blame Jared Stidham.
So
it's
bad.
Not his fault. It wasn't his fault. By the way, that was one of the most disappointing seasons because it was supposed to be a good year as well.
Yeah.
Because we had so many players coming back.
I mean, Carry On left.
That was
a huge blow.
Yeah, because Gus leaned on him a lot. So I can see that with like Brian Harsin leaning on Tank.
Yeah, dude, we talked about this. You know how like Carry On, he got like 50 carries a game.
Yeah, they kept giving him the ball.
Bro, like how did that man only get hurt like a few times? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I really hope
I remember me and you, we watched like 2016 highlights, and like every time they're in the red zone, it was just a run to Carry On.
Carry On was the back, bro. He was the guy. He was the guy. So
I hope we don't like give Tank the ball so much where he gets hurt.
Yeah. We have other running backs. Utilize them too. Like, okay, you can give Tank like maybe I think 15, 20 carries a game will be enough for us. But give the other guys a chance too. We have so much talent in the running back position. Like we can utilize those guys too. So I don't think they shouldn't sway away from the other running backs. Like don't just use Tank and overuse him and he gets hurt because we don't want that to happen.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. So let's move on to Texas A&M wide receiver Demond Demas. He is a highly touted freshman wide receiver out of Texas A&M, and he has been arrested on a marijuana charge, less than 2 ounces. He posted a $2,000 bond. Mo, so this guy, he's been in a lot of trouble before. I'm not gonna because last year he missed a couple of games, and one of those games was against Auburn for undisclosed reasons, quote unquote.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. So what do you think will happen to him, to Demas now? Like what approach should he take? Because now he's kind of fallen back because he didn't have a good year 1 at Texas A&M. And now so far it doesn't look like he's going to have a good year 2 because he's fallen behind.
Dude, he's just like, I don't know. Like he needs like a good mentor, honestly. Because like he's just getting into too much trouble. Like if he can get like a good mentor, like that's the thing I said about Dwayne Haskins. Remember, like he went to like strip clubs and like
Yep.
he got released. Yeah.
Yep.
I said like he needs like good people around him because I feel like the reason why he's getting in trouble is because like the people around him, like he's with the bad crowd. I think
that's true.
That's the issue, man.
Yeah, that's the issue. And like really, if he was a highly touted freshman out of high school last year, and he was supposed to take a big leap this year because he's one of the best receivers coming back. Now it's not going to be looking like that so much because A&M is kind of like they're young and they really do need a guy like Demond Demas to step up because there's a lot of underclassmen in this A&M team. They're a very, very young, raw team. I'm not saying that I think they're going to do well, but it would just depend on how everyone plays. But yeah, this is just a huge blow for Texas A&M and for Demond Demas because, when you get arrested, man, like it's very hard to bounce back and it's not easy getting back to where you want to be, especially on the depth chart, because now you're kind of falling. You're taking a deep dive into the depth chart. So right now, he just got to clean his act, and if he does that, he can bounce back at Texas A&M, and who knows, maybe he could be an NFL player one day. You never know.
Yeah, that's why when players get in trouble, I don't just oh, I'm done with him. Like I still have faith in them because I know I know they can bounce back.
I mean, everyone deserves a second chance, but just don't blow your
and
chances.
Also, they're just kids.
That's true.
They don't know any better.
That is true. But still, just surround yourself with the right people and eventually everything will it'll work his way. Everything will work out.
Yeah.
Just stay away from all the bad influences and you'll be fine. So ESPN Plus put out an article earlier this week by Bill Connolly, Mo's favorite article.
Oh my God.
Right? So Mo, I want you to read 10-6 for me and I'll read 5-1.
Okay. So 10-6. At 10, Derek Johnson, linebacker from Texas.
Okay.
Julius Peppers. I mean, we all know Julius Peppers.
Yes.
Number 8, Tyrann Mathieu from LSU. Number 7, Roy Williams from Oklahoma. And number 6, David Pollock from Georgia.
Yeah. So, and then we have 5, Aaron Donald, who we all know. 4, Khalil Mack. 3, Terrell Suggs, or Sizzle. That's pretty much what people call him, his nickname. 2, Ed Reed. And number 1, Ndamukong Suh. I don't like this list already.
No, here's the thing with Ndamukong Suh is a top 3 defensive player of all time.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see what he did at Nebraska?
Yeah, I know. He was a monster. He was a finalist for the Heisman.
He was a Heisman finalist as a defensive tackle. You're never gonna see that again, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about some people that didn't make the list. Sean Taylor didn't make the list. So you're telling me that you can put Ed Reed here, but you can't put Sean Taylor?
Yeah, and Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jadeveon Clowney, but he was good. He was really good. But
yeah.
He's not. I don't know if he would be better than the top 5 that we have.
No, I just put him top 10, honestly.
Yeah, I would too. But this list, I don't know.
The one Khalil, I like Khalil Mack at 4 because he was actually no one really talks about him. At college.
I remember watching him one game. He was playing against Ohio State, and he made this sick strip sack on them, and he scored it for a touchdown. Dude,
Khalil Mack is a breed, man.
He is a breed, man. He's a monster.
And Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald at Pitt.
Yeah, he was a monster at Pitt, man. So good. So, what would you change from this list?
Tyrann Mathieu. That is my main issue. How the hell do you not put him top 5? Did you not see what he did?
Would
he was a beast.
Would you move T Sizzle from 3 and put Mathieu in his place?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. So where would you put Sean Taylor though? Would you put him in the top 5 or do you put him at 6?
I'd put him at probably 6, yeah.
Yeah, because Tyrann Mathieu is not.
Because how do you put Ed Reed, but you don't put Sean Taylor?
Yeah, how do you forget about Sean Taylor? I don't understand. Is it did they just really forget about him?
Dude, Sean T, man.
For real. What about Chase Young?
Oh, that's an interesting one. No, I'll put him top 15, honestly. I don't think he's top 10.
Yeah. What about the Bosa brothers, Joey, Nick Bosa?
Oh, dang. Yeah, top 15 as well.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro. There's been a lot of great players that have come through college football.
I'm trying to think of someone else. What about Manti Te'o?
Oh, Manti Te'o was great too. I think the only thing was the whole
girlfriend stuff.
Yeah, that was so bad.
I mean, but dude, his senior year or his Heisman year, he did really good.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, bro. He was a Heisman finalist.
Yeah.
And they made the Natty, even though they got destroyed, still made the Natty, but still great player. So yeah, I would put Mathieu. Mathieu has to be top 5, bro. I'll move T Sizzle. I'll put him at 7. And I'll put Mathieu at 3. Or yeah, I'll put him at 3, man. Tyrann Mathieu was a force and
what about Patrick Willis? Would you put him on this list?
Not in the top 10, maybe the top 12. You know what I mean? I don't think he's top 10.
Dang, Terrell Suggs. He had 44 sacks in 2 years.
That's impressive.
My God. Okay, I can see why he's number
3. Why he's in the top 5?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh my God, 44 sacks in 2 years.
Yeah, man, he was a force at Arizona State. Like he was,
I
but
didn't even know he went to Arizona State.
oh yeah, me neither. And I'm a Ravens fan. I didn't even know that.
Another one. What about Von Miller? What do you think of Von Miller?
Von Miller was, dude, he was so good too. He's getting disrespected.
Wait, where did he go again?
Texas A&M.
Oh yeah.
I think it was before they were in the SEC. Yeah. 2011 draft with Cam because he was second overall pick.
Yeah, Von Miller. He was a beast.
What a guy, man. Honestly.
Another one I was thinking, another LSU player, Patrick Peterson.
Oh man.
I mean, like, there's always that argument, like, who was better, Tyrann Mathieu or Patrick Peterson? That's like a big debate.
Definitely.
Because they were, oh my God, they were both so good.
So who do you think had the better career though at LSU?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's so close.
Because Tyrann Mathieu, well, I mean, Patrick Peterson can also return kicks too, which is pretty cool. He can return punts as well. They're pretty much the same player. And also remember, first one that wore number 7 before Mathieu was Patrick Peterson, and then Mathieu wore it.
Yeah.
Kind of like passing down the torch. You know what I mean?
That's just, I don't know. Like, who do you think was better?
Who do I think was better?
I honestly don't know.
It's kind of difficult, really. But I'd go with Mathieu. I don't know. He was just more fun to watch.
I'd go with Mathieu, but because he was like slightly more athletic.
Yeah. He was a fun player, man. I always liked to watch him play. He had good energy on the field.
I remember when they played Alabama, like in the Natty, he was literally carrying.
Yeah, I know. He was carrying hard, man.
But that LSU offense is so bad.
I'm just really happy he was able to win his Super Bowl ring, though, because dude's been through a lot in his life. At LSU, going to the NFL, he tore his ACL and came back, signed with the Chiefs, and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like probably the best player. Oh, dude, you know who I'm forgetting?
Who?
Eric Berry.
Eric Berry, man. How did we forget
at
Eric
Tennessee?
Berry? Yeah, I remember Eric Berry at Tennessee. He was so good in college. Dude, I'm telling you, there's so many good players, man.
Yeah, for real.
I see why Bill Connolly took forever with this list, and he took his time. Sheesh.
Yeah. What about Charles Woodson? Because he played. Charles Woodson. Because he won the Heisman.
Yeah, he did.
I guess you could say because he played a little bit of receiver.
Yeah, he was a hybrid.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many good players that came through. It's amazing. But Charles Woodson played in the 90s, didn't he?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So you couldn't really put him in the
I mean, to be honest, I'll put Eric Berry in the top 10, honestly.
Would you really put Eric Berry in the top 10?
Yeah, dude. That man was too good. I put Eric Berry and Patrick Peterson.
Eric Berry and Patrick P.
I think they didn't put Patrick Peterson because, like, I felt like they think it was unfair to put 2 LSU players.
Maybe that's what they don't want to put too many players from the same school. I can see why.
Because, like, I mean, every player on this list is from a different school.
Yeah. And I would do the same thing if I were in his position, Bill Connolly's position. Now, David Pollock, I don't really remember much. Now, I did watch some of his highlights. Dude was a monster.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not familiar with Roy Williams.
Yeah. I sadly don't know who Roy Williams is. It's a bad thing, too. Because he's.
Oh, what about Luke Kuechly?
Yeah, another. So many good players. You're mentioning these players. Good. Maybe Bill Connolly should have known about these players too before he made this list. So.
I mean, yeah, I would have put. I mean, I don't know. I would have put Sean Taylor over Roy Williams.
So, like, what's your top 5?
Top 5. Okay, so I'll put 5 Aaron Donald. Oh, man, this is hard, dude. Because I want to keep Charles Suggs because he had 44 sacks in 2 years. All right, I'll put Tyrann Mathieu 2. I'll put Khalil Mack 4. I'll keep him there.
Okay.
I'll keep the whole list the same except Tyrann Mathieu at 2.
Okay, so who are you moving down and who are you moving up?
I'm just gonna move Ed Reed down. I'll put him like 6 or 7, like around that range.
Bro, you're putting Ed Reed at 6 or 7.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude.
That's mad disrespectful.
What would you do then? What would you do? I mean, you're a Ravens fan, so you're just biased now.
Not really. So I would do 5 Donald, 4 Mac, 3 Matthew, 2 Reed, 1 Sue.
Wow, you're not putting Terrell Suggs. Wow.
I'll put Terrell Suggs at like 6.
Bro, dude, you can't like just have 44 sacks in 2 years and not be put in top 5.
I mean, bro, I can't deny Matthew in college, dude. I cannot deny what he did in the span of 2 years only. 2 years. Well, I mean, but Terrell Suggs was there for 3 years. He was there from 2000 to 2002.
Yeah, I know, but like his first 2 years, or his like last 2 years, he had 44 sacks.
Wait, did he redshirt his first year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, but yeah, I put Suggs at 6, man. Or you know what, dude, I might move Mac to like 6, or Donald. One of them can move down to 6. I feel like it's not good to keep Suggs out because 44 sacks is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I apologize for that. So let's move Donald down to 6. Let's put Khalil at 5. Let's put Suggs at 4, Matthew 3, Ed Reed 2, Sue 1.
Dang.
I think that's good.
Oh, what about your 6 to 10?
Oh, so it'll be Donald 6, Pollock 7, Roy Williams 8, then Julius Peppers 9, and then because like Derek Johnson 10, because like I'm only moving like a couple of players around.
No Patrick Peterson or Sean Taylor.
Man, but I was just going off the list that we have right now. I wasn't going off like I know we could add other players. If we could add other players, I'd probably take Roy Williams out because I sadly I really don't know who that is, and I'll put Sean Taylor there. Put him at 7. Yeah, I'll put him at 7. I don't know where you would put him, but I'll put him at 7.
I probably put him like probably 7.
Yeah, like I can't. Really,
I mean, I would just put him in the list.
Like I just don't know who Roy Williams is. Like, and it's a bad thing because I'm probably gonna look up who he is, and everyone's gonna be like, "Bro, you're so dumb. How do you not know who Roy Williams is?" So he's just one of those guys.
I mean, I know he was a beast. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know much about. Sadly, I really don't. I need to go back and look at what he did, so I can see why he made the top 10 on this list right here. So yeah. That's the top 10 defensive players of the 2000s. Let's move on to our rivals. So Alabama head coach Nick Saban explaining why he changed his philosophy when Lane Kiffin joined the staff. He said that no huddle fastball has changed college football. Now we got to outscore them. Now I will say this, Auburn pretty much like, the way we won was back in 2013, like our defense wasn't great. So all we had to do was just outscore the other team because our defense we couldn't really trust our defense in those situations. So yeah, I mean, Mo, is he speaking facts on this? Like this has changed college football and you just got to outscore your opponents now. Like defense isn't even a factor anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying this like the way football has changed. Like, I mean, everyone always says defense wins championships, but like, I feel like football or college football at least, like it's turned into an offensive like mind like sport.
Yeah, you do. And you have all these formations, dude. The zone read really did change a lot of things when you put a dual threat quarterback.
Like, dude, if you look at like college football between like in like 2011 to now, it's so different.
I know it's changed so much, and
it's just crazy how fast like the sport changes.
I know it's evolving at an insane pace. I mean, I like the high scoring offenses. I don't know if you don't like it, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it. I'd rather have like a high scoring game than like a low scoring defensive game.
Yeah, because I get kind of bored in the low scoring defensive games, but when everybody keeps scoring touchdowns, it just keeps me intrigued, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like back and forth, like it's intense. Like who's gonna be the one to get a stop?
I guess I'm just too reliant on it right now. It's not a good thing, but I guess I'm too reliant on it.
Like the SEC championship game, that was like high scoring and that was like a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was a fun game to watch. So, I mean, I see Nick Saban, like he had to change that up. And you really, with the game of college football, you have to continue evolving. If you just stay the same, you're not going to be winning and you're not going to change. That's why Nick Saban always contends, makes the college football playoff, and is always in contention for a national championship because he understands that the game of college football changes and he catches up. He's not falling back. He's not falling behind or anything like that.
Yeah, if you look
So,
at like Alabama's like recent national championship teams, they're all like mainly on the offense.
I mean, yeah, but back in 2011, well, I mean, if we're talking about from 2013 to
Yeah,
now,
like 2009, it was like defense, honestly.
all defense, man, all
Yeah.
defense. But now it's just all offensive players. Some defensive players, but mostly like offensive players, man. Like it's amazing.
Yeah,
So
for real.
yeah. Speaking of Alabama football, so Alabama Crimson Tide assistant Jay Graham resigned after 2 months on the job. He is resigning for his mental health. We really do wish him the best. I think he's probably going through something, whether it's family matters or maybe he's fighting with himself. But Mo, I want to get your thoughts on him resigning after just 2 months on the job.
I mean, well, like I mean, his health is number one. That's priority number one. Like, I mean, yeah, like football is like your career, but your health, mental health is like always number one. And like, I wish him the best, whatever he's going through. I hope he overcomes it, and who knows, maybe he could come back to football. But I mean, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. So,
Yeah, I just think that when you have so much on your mind, you really got to go take care of it. If you're going through something, you just gotta, take a seat back, just take some time off, just think about what you're going through, and man, just relax. Maybe he just has a lot on his mind. Maybe he's just going through something. He's fighting something, but we really do hope, he gets through it. Even though me and Mo are the biggest Auburn fans, like we're not all heartless.
Yeah, we're Auburn fans, but we're also college football fans.
We are also college football fans, so we really do hope that Jay Graham can get back to working in college football really soon after he, gets his mental health in check and make sure everything is fine with him and everything he's going through. And we hope to see him back really soon. Fight this, get through what you're going through, and we hope to see him back really soon. Let's talk about North Carolina. So they have extended head coach Mack Brown, who is 69 years old, and he is extended through the 2025 football season, which will put him, by that time that contract is up, he'll be 74. Mo, I want to ask you 2 questions. So first question, do you think Mack Brown will coach until he's 74? And 2, does North Carolina win a ACC championship or make a New Year's Six Bowl in the time of that contract, by the time that contract ends?
So the first question, is he gonna play or is he gonna coach till he's 74?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, like if North Carolina like fall off like completely and they have a bad season, and he gets fired, then I don't think he would. But I mean, if they're like consistent, like 9-10 win team, then I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
Okay. What about winning an ACC championship or making it to a New Year? I mean, they already made a New Year's Six Bowl, but obviously Clemson's still in the conference. Do you think they'll actually win an ACC title while he's there during that extension?
No, no.
There's no chance.
Clemson are they're gonna rule the ACC for like the next like 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, unless Dabo Swinney leaves, but I really don't see him leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna leave.
But yeah, North Carolina really has gone through a major improvement. I will say that because they used to be the bottom of the bottom. I remember the year before Mack Brown got hired. Didn't they go 1-11, 0-12?
Yeah, they did.
They did really bad.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're recruiting really good now.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. I mean, they're getting in the right recruits. I think Sam Howell is a pretty good quarterback. Hope he can improve in his junior season, I believe. He's a junior now. He'll be a junior now. So really hope he can improve. And who knows, if he has a killer season as well, he'd probably be one of the top quarterback prospects going into the 2022 draft. So we'll see. If North Carolina does win an ACC championship, I will be impressed, very impressed. Do I think they'll do it? No. Do I think Mack Brown will coach until that contract ends? I don't think so. I can see him coaching until maybe he's 72 or 71. Because he turned 70 this year. So I can see him coaching until
I mean, if they're consistent, then why not finish it?
Yeah, I know. But But yeah, I don't know. It's just very difficult, when you're coaching at an old age. To me, like I just find it difficult. I don't know how they keep doing it. But
I mean, the ACC like sucks other than
Clemson,
Clemson.
yeah, it's not good. Florida State fell off. Like, there's a lot of teams that have kind of fallen off the wagon for a bit. But that's the thing I don't like about the ACC. It's not competitive. Like, it's
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
I think it was just like Clemson and Notre Dame like the whole time. Because Notre Dame is an ACC.
Is Notre Dame still gonna be in the ACC?
I think they will be.
Are they just gonna move there, or are they like when are they gonna like go back to independent?
Well, I think they just moved there permanently. I think they're permanently ACC.
Dang.
Yeah, because their basketball team, they play in the ACC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so wait, why are they independent in football, but like they're in a conference in basketball?
I think that, and I mean, in college basketball, you can't really be an independent.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
There's no such thing as being independent.
I know, but like football, like I know I'm not saying like basketball should be independent. I'm just saying like football.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. But like in basketball, there's no like independent schools. Like, there's no school that's independent. They're each in a conference, because you can't make it to the NCAA tournament as an independent school. You have to make it as either a conference champion, or like you have to be like ranked in the top 25.
Do you think they should get rid of independent teams?
I mean, Navy's in a conference. The only ones that aren't in a conference right now are Army and Air Force. And
Coastal.
Isn't Liberty not in the conference either?
Aren't they Sunbelt or like American?
I don't think Liberty is American, dude. I think they're no conference. Here, hold on. I got it for you. Give me like 2 seconds. It's just NCAA Division I football bowl subdivision. So they're pretty much, they're independent. They're independent too.
Dang.
Yeah, they're independent. So the teams that are independent right now, actually, you'd be surprised. So Army, BYU, Liberty, New Mexico State, Notre Dame. Well, Notre Dame not anymore, but UConn is also one now, apparently, and UMass.
UConn.
And football.
Yeah, they suck anyway.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
I mean, do you think they should get rid of independent teams? Like every team should be in a conference?
Yeah, I don't know why they would be independent. I think it just gives them a better chance to make a bowl game, or to like, to have a chance, not a bowl game, but like to make it to like a conference championship. I don't know why you don't want to play for a conference championship. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can save that for like another time. We can talk about independent schools, but yeah, let's move on to the final segment of the show. So every week we make a schedule prediction for a team in the SEC. So last week we're
almost done with that SEC.
Yeah, we're almost done. So we're gonna have to think about a new conference to move to. This week we're gonna do the SEC West again when we got Texas A&M. We were thinking about doing Texas A&M last week, but we were like, nah, let's just do Alabama. So let's start off week 1. They play Kent State in Kyle Field. Mo, we all know who we got here.
Yep, A&M.
Yeah, we got A&M. Week 2, they play at Colorado in Denver. Mo, who you got?
A&M.
Do you think an upset can happen here, or do you think that A&M is just gonna go?
Nah, I don't even know. I mean, the last time Colorado was good, we were like in the 90s.
Yeah, I know, but then weren't they good like 2 years ago or something like that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I'm trying to look at their last season.
Oh wait. Who's A&M's? Have they figured out what's like their QB is gonna be?
Not yet. They're still having a QB battle.
I mean, I don't even know who their QB is gonna be, but like I know they're gonna win these next 2 games.
Really? So they went 4-2 overall, 3-1 in the conference. They ended off they didn't do too bad. They weren't too bad last season, despite a COVID year. So maybe, but I think A&M is just way too good to lose, even though they're young.
But what conference does Colorado win?
Pac-12.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Pac-12.
right. And football. Yeah, I know it's bad. So yeah, I got A&M winning this game. I need to read more about Colorado, but they didn't do bad last season. But it could be a close game.
I mean, it's in Denver, so
yeah, anything can happen. Week 3, they play New Mexico in Kyle Field. Mo, who you got?
Texas A&M.
All right, so they're 3-0, and now we are going into week 4 in the Southwest Classic against Arkansas in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Mo, who do you got?
Dude, I'm saying A&M is gonna win, but don't be surprised if Arkansas win.
I wouldn't be surprised if they won.
Because I mean, like we said, I mean they could upset some teams this year.
Yeah, they really could. So I think I'm gonna go. Man, that's tough. Don't want to pick the team that's well improved, or don't want to pick the team that really has a bunch of question marks. Because
Right, this is a tough game, honestly, to choose.
This can go either way. Because these games are usually good, by the way. When A&M plays Arkansas in AT&T Stadium, it's usually a really good game.
But do they always play in AT&T Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That's tough.
No, you know what? I'm saying Arkansas is gonna win. I'm saying they're gonna pull off the upset.
I'm gonna go with Arkansas too. They're gonna pull off the upset because look, they're very mad about how games went last year. Okay, they should have won more games, but they got robbed out of a bunch of them, and they're gonna be a well improved team going into 2021. So I also have Arkansas winning this game, 1 possession. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Week 4, they're playing Mississippi State in Kyle Field. Mo, who you got?
A&M.
I think this is going to be a bounce back game for A&M as well. I think they're they're going to hate that loss they took last week against Arkansas. I think that, so Kyle Field, good playing field. They're going to have all the crowd behind them. Also, Mississippi State has a lot of questions, but this will be a close game still. I don't think it'll be a blowout at all. I think it'll be a close game. Give me a 1 possession game as well. But I got A&M winning this game. And a nail biter. It'll come to the end. So A&M is currently 4-1. Moving on, week 6, we got Alabama. A&M playing Alabama in Kyle Field, and we all know who we got here.
Yeah, Alabama, dude.
Yep.
I just don't see A&M beating Alabama.
Yeah, so because according to our predictions from an Alabama schedule last week, we did say that Alabama was going to win this game. We just think A&M is just way too young, and we don't know what they're going to bring to the table.
Alabama's offense is going to be young.
Yeah, I know, but Alabama's just way more talented than Texas A&M.
Yeah, exactly.
The way it is. But A&M, man, I don't know. Like, I don't trust them against Alabama anymore. I'm kind of like, why should I pick them? Ever since they lost Johnny Manziel, right? They haven't beaten Alabama.
Thanks. So 9 years?
Yeah.
Dang.
They can't be Alabama. Alabama just outclasses them. So, yeah, I'm going to get Alabama on this one. So, currently, they're 4-2. So, we're moving into week 7. They play at Missouri in Columbia. Mo, who do you got?
A&M.
I also have A&M. I think Missouri is very young, too, but they have a new coach. And I don't like to pick new coaches on new teams because, it takes some time to develop. It just depends on the talent that's there now. Like, example, Auburn. We have a new head coach, but he still has a lot of talent. I don't know Missouri has as much talent as Auburn does, which they don't.
Missouri just sucks.
Yeah.
They're like a bottom 3 team in the SEC.
I mean, them and Vandy.
Yeah.
It's free wins for everybody. Free win for you. Free win for you.
Yeah, if you lose to Missouri or Vandy, just retire.
You need to check yourself, honestly. That's
the case. For real.
So we have A&M winning. Next, they play South Carolina in Kyle Field. Mo, who you got?
I got A&M. They have a lot of home games to start off the season.
I know, right? They really do. So they're playing. South Carolina has a new head coach as well. I don't really trust what they have. They lost their OC. New faces everywhere. I don't trust South Carolina to win this game. I got Texas A&M. Better coach is going to win the game for them. Next up, they're playing Auburn in Kyle Field.
This is after a bye week as well.
Yeah. So I think we did predict this in our Auburn prediction schedules that we said that Auburn was going to win this game in Kyle Field.
I thought you said A&M was going to win.
I don't think I did.
I picked Auburn because, what are they? They're 4-0 at Kyle Field.
Yeah, because I remember in our Auburn schedule, I had us losing to LSU, Georgia, and Alabama. So those are the 3 losses I had. LSU, Georgia, and Alabama.
They are 3 rivals.
Yeah. So you had them at 10-2. I had them at 9-3. I have Auburn winning this game. I think they're going to come in they first off, they have more experience, right?
Yeah.
Not with Coach Harsin, obviously, because he's never coached at Kyle Field before, but the players have experience. Bo Nix, the offensive line, Tank, they all have experience. So I'm going to give it to the most experienced team. I'm going to give Auburn the win because of the seniority and because they the level of players that we have as well.
Yeah, and they usually play at like 2 or 3 p.m.
Usually like a
Yeah,
CBS kickoff. Yeah, CBS kickoff game. So yeah, I got Auburn in this one as well. Moving on, we got A&M playing Ole Miss in Oxford. Mo, who do you got?
This could be an interesting game.
This could be an interesting game. I think that Ole Miss, they're going to be well improved.
You know what? No, I got Ole Miss winning.
Really?
Yeah, I have Ole Miss winning.
Why do you have Ole Miss? What makes you?
Because I mean, they have what's his name coming back? Matt Corral. They have Matt Corral coming back.
Yeah, offensive line is still really good.
Right, the last year they played, it was really close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's in Oxford. Oxford is really hard to play in.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be fans there. So
yeah, I got Ole Miss, bro.
Ole Miss. I'm gonna give A&M this one. I think I'm gonna give it to them. I feel like they're very, very mad that they lost the last week to Auburn. Because that game's probably gonna be close. By the way, the Auburn game will probably be close. It won't be a blowout. Yeah. And they need to get some vengeance. So I got A&M winning this game. In a close game. It's gonna be a high scoring game, by the way. So
for real.
Then we got A&M playing Prairie View A&M, and we all know we got Texas A&M. And
I got A&M winning.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. If Prairie View won this game,
no, because they're both A&M.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got A&M winning. Yeah, I'm just saying if Prairie View wins, I think as A&M fans, they should just leave the conference.
They're D2, right? Prairie View.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, I got A&M winning.
All right,
Texas A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M same. So let's move on to the last week of the season. We got A&M playing at LSU in Baton Rouge. Now, we all know what's going on with LSU. It's been kind of a weird offseason for them. Now, Ed Orgeron did lie, and I really don't know what LSU's team is going to be looking like in 2021. I think we did an LSU prediction.
Yeah, we did. I had LSU winning.
I also had LSU winning. But I think I'm going to stick by my decision. I think that LSU has experience back. It's not like they're a new team because last year they did have a lot of growing pains. This year, they should be better experienced. Now, if they can just fix the quarterback position, I think they'll be straight.
Yeah.
I think that's all they need to do. So I think I'm going to give LSU this game. Close game. It's hard to pick LSU at home. Like, it's hard to pick against them at home. Like, I tell you this all the time. It's just very difficult. It's the safe bet is to pick LSU at home because they always play good at home. So
yeah.
So let's count our games. How many?
And if this is a night game, like
it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have A&M losing 1, 2, 3, 4 games. I have them losing 4 games because you have them beating you have Ole Miss beating them. So
I have them losing 5 games.
Okay, so you have them at 7-5. I have them at 8-4.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. I mean, do you think? I mean, they could go 7-5. They could have a fall off year because they're kind of young, but I think 8-4 would be like the year for them. If they win like 9-10 games, I consider it a success.
They're not winning 10 games again. They're not winning 10 games again.
I mean, they won 11 games last season.
Yeah, they're not.
Or not 10 games. Oh, 9-1. Sorry, 9-1. They went 9-1.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna do that again.
It's gonna be a while, man. It's gonna be a while. But yeah, if they just be Alabama.
Like last year, after Alabama, they had like a really easy schedule.
I mean, they knocked off Florida. Yeah, but you're right about that. I just wish they made the playoff though. I'll still say that.
Florida?
Yeah, they did. They beat Florida.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Florida lost that. LSU.
A&M beat Florida.
Oh yeah, you're right. Off a field goal.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like boosting them up.
For sure. It did. That was a big win for them. That started momentum because like Alabama, man, they just torched them. Alabama torched them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have them at 8-4. You have them at 7-5. I think it's not so bad.
They have like a way harder schedule than last year.
Yeah, their schedule was so easy last season.
For real.
Oh man.
Like after Florida and Alabama, like it was just a breeze.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Auburn probably should have gone like 8-2 last season. Maybe.
Yeah,
even more.
we had an easy schedule as well.
Yeah, we just didn't show up. Sadly, well, I think we'll show up next year though. So you can only hope. Yeah, I think that'll be the end of the show today, Mo. It's been a good show. A lot more to talk about. You see?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I like this.
That's the thing. I mean, that's why I like NFL more because NFL is just like it's always consistent with the news. Like college football is really inconsistent.
I mean, NFL offseason is better than college football offseason. I mean, you don't see.
Yeah. And all there is in college football is just spring practice.
And NFL, you have free agency. If college football had free agency, that would be pretty dope, but it doesn't. You know what I mean?
I mean, that'd be weird though.
Yeah, it would be. It's like you can't really
just
leave.
Like buying someone from like a college team to another.
That would be so bad though. That wouldn't be good for college football.
That's never.
That would be bad. That would be bad business. That would be bad business, to be honest with you. They should never do that. But yeah, I think this was a good show. I think we had a lot to talk about. Now we got a lot to talk about on Tuesday, NFL show. Hopefully more news comes out. Please, Deshaun Watson, please don't be accused anymore. We hope you didn't do any of the stuff because we want you to go to another team.
Has any new allegations come out?
I think he has 22 now.
Did imagine like we're just in the middle of an episode and then if we just see Deshaun Watson gets traded. I mean, he's not gonna get traded to the Niners if they draft the QB.
Yeah, it's too late now. I think that was. I think. Well, I'm not trying to get off, but that was gonna be their plan though. I think the Niners, they really wanted to trade for Deshaun Watson because of the allegations. They kind of can't.
Yeah, so I mean, the only teams I can see now are like the Dolphins or like the Jets,
the Panthers,
or not the Jets,
the Panthers.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Yeah, because Russ isn't getting traded anymore.
Yeah, I 100% think Russ is gonna stay.
Yeah, me too. Chicago might want Deshaun. I don't think they have enough assets to get him.
I mean, no, Chicago's a joke.
Yeah.
They tweeted QB1, Andy Dalton.
They've been tweeting QB1 since they got Mitchell Trubisky. So, yeah, their Twitter, man, their Twitter. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to episode 15. Please listen to us on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. No Apple Podcasts, so we're scrapping that. If you have it, go listen on Spotify or on YouTube. So you can do that as well. Until next time, I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
We will see you guys on Tuesday.